if you want to transform and create the life that you desire, you must learn how to reprogram your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is literally creating the life that you have right now. It's literally responsible for the result that you're experiencing in your life right now. So to be able to know not only how the mind works, but actually how do I let go of those old beliefs, those old conditioning, those old programs that have been shaping and affecting my life, creating my reality, and to let them go and to replace them, is the one and most important, significant thing that you can do for yourself in your life. And it's the thing that only you can do. And so in this video, I want to show you a very simple, straightforward way, a process that you can use to start reprogramming yourself to create what you want in your life, to break through that old glass ceiling, those old limitations that have been preventing you from going and creating the life that you desire. It all starts between yourself, but it all starts in first understanding the biggest pitfall where most people get it wrong, is that they let the old model of reality be what controls their life. And so I want to walk you through that, because this is actually very, very important to understand, right? And it's going to make sense into why reprogramming your subconscious mind and how reprogramming your subconscious mind is so important and critical, right, in the new model of reality. So the first thing you have to understand is that most people let what is, meaning their current result here and now, control the way they think. And this is the most dangerous thing you can do, because if you let your current bank account, relationship, what is the economy, all of the things around you that you can see, taste, interact, experience in your life, control your mindset, control your perception, control your attitude, control the decisions you make in your life, the direction you choose to go, what you can, cannot do, the limitation and so on, you're becoming a victim to your environment. Basically what you're saying is that as long as things are this way, I cannot change, I cannot do anything and so on. And you will see and hear that very often in people's excuses. I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I want to do it, it didn't work out in the past, there's no opportunity out there, when the next economy comes, after this or that, I'll do it. So people will often rationalize why they're not changing, why they're not doing something, why they're not experiencing the growth that they want, because of something external to themselves. And as long as the cause is external, you can never take responsibility. And that's the victim triangle, the victim story that I talk a lot on this channel. And so if you let your result control your perception, right, your belief system, how you think and so on, it's going to control the way you feel, your emotional state, your attitude, your mood, who you are being, right, energetically, which is then going to affect the decisions you make, the quality of the decisions you make, whether you face your fear, go for it, trust yourself, be courageous, or you just keep on taking the same old approach, the safe approach, the timid approach to life and so on. And you'll make the same action, the same behavior. And ultimately, all of this is going to create a lot more of the same. So the same result, create a new loop, but now it starts to reinforce the belief, because every time you go through the loop, the same old insecurity, the same old belief, the same old limitation get reinforced. See, I told you it's never going to work. See, this always happens to me. See, I'm always like that. See, it never gets better. And so we end up living in that loop where we feel like no matter what I do, it's not changing, right? I'm reading those books, I'm doing those things, but things are not changing. That's because people live in that matrix. The external world suck their energy, suck their attention, suck their intention, and they end up drifting through life. This is what Napoleon Hill called drifting, right? You give all your power to what is, and you no longer have any power to create what you actually want. So you gotta become aware of that pitfall. As long as you give all your energy to the external world and people and the noise and your situation as it is right now, you will be depleted and you won't have enough energy, and it's gonna mess up your thoughts, your feeling, your decisions so much that it's gonna make it so hard for you to actually do the inner work and to show up in that new way. So if you wanna live according to the new model of reality, this is how it looks like. And it's actually very simple. There's only one thing that really changed. It starts by setting a strong intention, right? Intention is the starting gap. Instead of letting what is absorb all of your focus, you choose a new goal, a new vision, a new desire, a new intention for your life, for your reality, for whatever you want to create, right? You can change the word intention to whatever you prefer. But this is essentially giving you a target, something to focus on. Okay, this is what I want my life to be like. This is what I want with my relationship. This is what I want in my job, in my finance, in my body, in my health, right? Whatever intention you have, you gotta have that mental picture first, because the target now gives you something to focus on, and focus is so important because now you can start to put your attention, your energy on it, and where you give your attention, it starts to grow. The more attention you give to your intention, the more you're already starting to reprogram your subconscious mind, right? Because now the next thing is this. The next thing is that you're gonna need to start thinking greater, right? Just like this. Now the loop starts, because instead of giving all your attention to the same old thing and the external world and so on, now you give attention to your inner world, your inner intention, and you have that new target in your mind. Now you start to think according to that intention. So instead of like being, I can't make it, it's not gonna happen, I don't have the money and so on, you think greater thoughts that are aligned with the intention that you want, which is gonna bring you to the next thing. You're gonna start to feel different, right? So we talk about your attitude, your mood, your energy starting to change. You start to get inspired, you start to feel that momentum happening in you, right? Progress equals happiness, which brings you to the next thing, the decisions and the actions, how you show up in your world, what you do, the behaviors, the habit that you're creating, how you expressing yourself is changing. And now, as a result, your results start to change. And when your results start to change, it does the same thing. Not only it reinforces the intention, and it reinforces the new thoughts and belief system. So in a nutshell, in a very simplified way, this is the new model of reality. This is how you escape the matrix. This is how you can create a greater life and no longer be limited by what is. So you may be thinking, okay, what has subconscious reprogramming anything to do with that? Well, here's the thing. Subconscious reprogramming happens on all those three levels, right? You are programmed right now for a long time to think, feel, act, decide, perceive reality, interact with reality in a certain way, based on all the belief, all the value, all the experiences, all the choice decisions and things that you've experienced from the moment you're born up to now, right? Some are fantastic, some are great, some are working from you, and some are not, okay? So it's never a question of good, bad, right, wrong. The only question is this program still working for me or not? And the only way to know that is that, are you happy with the result that you're getting in your life right now? If you're happy, great, you don't need to watch this video, right? But if you're not happy in some result, in some capacity, if you keep on hitting that glass ceiling, then maybe it's time to go to that new model of reality. And in order to do that, reprogramming your subconscious mind is a must. Otherwise, you're gonna go back and forth, and the old program, the old conditioning, because of the momentum behind, will throw your attention back to what is, back to the result, back to the outside, back to the same old thoughts, which is gonna bring you back and back and back. And this is where most people get it wrong, right? They set an intention, they set a goal, they set a resolution, yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna get healthy, I'm gonna buy new shoes and new shorts, let's go, run. And then nothing happens, right? Yeah, but I don't have the time, it's raining outside, it's cold, you know, I got this project at work, I got the kids, I got all the same thought, the same feeling of like, oh, you know, I don't have the time, I'm tired, I don't have the energy, the same old victim attitude, yeah? Ending up in the same decision, the same action, creating more of the same procrastination, the same old result, the same old drifting. But if you show up here, and this is actually, I can give you a real life example of this, right? 1 year ago, exactly 1 year ago, in January 2024, I decided, okay, I wanna achieve Spartan race, 21 kilometer beast race with 30 obstacles, right? If you don't know what that is, it's a little bit like it's an obstacle race, basically. So you run in a trail, and in the trail there is like obstacles, you know, things like monkey bars, rope climbings, and all kind of different obstacles, yeah? The problem was, I've never done that. The maximum I've run before was like 12K. So in my thought, I was, oh my God, I'm never gonna make it. I've never run that way. I don't even have the time. I don't even know how to prepare. I don't even know how to condition myself. Plus it's a trail, plus the obstacle. So at the beginning, I was very limited in my thinking in terms of like, how am I gonna run 21 kilometer plus 30 obstacles in a freaking trail? Yeah. So that in the past, with the old model of reality, would have led me to procrastinate, delay, play it safe, and just do another 10-kilometer race instead, right? So instead, what did I do? I set the intention. I saw myself, I created a mental picture of me at the finish line with the medal, taking the photo, the classic experience that you have at the end of those races, right? I created a strong intention, and I started thinking your thoughts. I can do this. My body is strong, I'm fit, I'm healthy, right? I started creating new thoughts that are aligned with the intention, which in turn started to give me the confidence, started to make me feel like, you know what, the motivation, the excitement, the passion, which led me to create a plan, to decide, to act, to start running, to start pushing myself past the old limitation, the old excuses and so on. Now, this is, it's not a question of like always staying there, because a lot of the time my mind was like, oh, you're tired, you know, don't wake up early tomorrow to go run, you know, just go next week and so on. It's too hot outside, it's raining outside, right? So sometimes the old program, the old excuse, the old story, the old comfort zone comes back and try to pollute and try to take you out of your intention. That's just what the old program does. It's not a good or bad, right or wrong. You just gotta become aware of that. And so this is where the reprogramming goes, right? Is that if you can keep on the intention, and if you can saturate your mind with new thoughts and new feelings through affirmations, through conscious thinking, through visualization, that's pretty much what I do, right? This is something that works very well for me, something I talk a lot on this channel. I every day visualize my goal, visualize my intention, visualize what I want as if it's done. And throughout the day, I have certain mantras, certain affirmations that I directly link to creating the mindset, the identity that I need to have in order to create and achieve what I want, right? And then it's a matter of just taking the right action, being inspired, making the decision, facing the fears, showing up. And when you do that, eventually you'll get the result, you'll get the synchronicity, you'll get the thing that will reinforce the cycle. In other words, this is how you get the manifestation that you want. It's not just a magical thing that just fall off the sky and somebody, you know, gives you the medal of, you know, running 21 kilometers or getting that new job or that new relationship. It's something that you have to actively do, actively becoming greater in your mind, actively letting that new intention guide your thoughts, guide that feeling, that attitude that you need to have in order to show up, make the bold decision, act in a new way, express yourself in a new way, apply for the job, whatever the context may be, right? And in time, get new result. And when you start to get new result, progress equals happiness. Now the new thoughts, the new belief becomes evidence, right? It's that confirmation bias thing. Now the confirmation bias starts to kick in, meaning your mind now starts to look for evidence to support the new belief. And when you're there, it becomes like a snowball effect. It becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, right? And this is how you simply, by simply understanding this model of reality, are able to reprogram your mind over time. It's simple. It's a matter of repetition. There's nothing more involved. You can use scripting, different tools, vision board, whatever works for you, right? This is how you become a conscious creator of your life. Repetition is the strongest tool that you have to reprogram your mindset and let go of the old belief, the old way of being. The biggest trap again is letting the result take over the intention. This is when you go on social media and you start to give so much attention to outside things happening in the world to the point that you completely forgot what you're trying to create. You drift into the matrix, meaning the matrix has taken your energy and is dangling things in your face. Oh, look at this new cream. Oh, the matrix is taking your energy. Why? Because your attention is the biggest currency. Everything is trying to take your attention, right? Because a business cannot grow, an OnlyFans channel cannot grow, nothing can grow without people's attention. That's why they say obscurity is the number one enemy of any business. If nobody starts paying attention to Apple tomorrow, they will die. Even though it's the biggest company, the richest company right now, if nobody give a shit about Apple tomorrow and they take all their attention away from Apple, it will die very fast. And it's the same for everything else. The same for your result right now. If you stop energizing your current situation, your current job, your current problem, the current things that you give so much energy to, that keep on creating the same old thought, feeling, action, decision, the same old loop. If you start these things, they will dissolve. And when you start giving your attention to your new intention, magic happens. That's it for this video. Let me know what you think down in the comment. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Be well.